Hello everyone, this is 10X Generation. This is my road to $1 billion. I'm building a decentralized cloud gaming platform called Neon Arcade that allows you to earn passive income sharing your PC and your games with others in your local area through the internet. Today was another fantastic day. That was 2 days in a row, so I think I might be on to something, but we'll see for tomorrow. Even though I didn't get much sleep last night. I went to the gym very late, and that disrupted my sleep schedule, so I woke up at around 2 o'clock. I went to bed at maybe about 11:30, and then I woke up at 2, and I stayed up till like 4 or 4:30. So I didn't really get as much sleep as I'm used to, but you can still see I'm full of energy and things are going well. So circadian rhythms, getting that light into your eyes to activate whatever hormones are responsible for regulating wakefulness. I think that may be a way forward. But anyway, I got a whole lot of work done, and I know exactly how much time I spent now because everything is so organized. But before I get into what I got done, I'm going to tell you what I thought about and some interesting things. So yesterday, I watched a video by Veritasium about the number 34. It's a great channel, Veritasium. And more specifically, its role in certain kinds of optimization problems. The problem he was talking about was a problem where it's kind of a convoluted setup. I'll do my best. Hopefully it's not boring, but it's a problem like, let's say you want to get married in 10 years, right? And you don't know anything about your preferences. You don't know what you like, right? So you have to spend some time dating around, right? But every single time you end a relationship, you can't go back to them. What is the optimal period to stop, like, finding out who you are and start actually, actually picking, right? Because when you date someone, you don't know how much better someone can be. You don't know how much worse someone could be. So you only get that context the more you date around. What is the most optimized point to stop researching and start actually trying to pick someone? And there's a whole bunch of math associated with that. It doesn't sound like a math problem, but it is a math problem. And apparently the answer is at 34%, right? So whatever time frame, whatever options you have, you should go through 34% of it, of not trying to choose any of it, and then start choosing after that 34%. But that's not the takeaway. That's an interesting thing to keep inside my mind, just so if I ever end up in that situation, I can make the mathematically most optimized choice. But it's really about the role of mathematics in making optimized decisions. I was talking to this with my mom. My mom doesn't like it when I talk to her about stuff like this because it's just like very abstract. But she still listens anyway because she's the best. But she asked me, like, why be so calculated with what you're doing? What's the point? It just takes away from the spontaneity of life. And I retorted with, well, if you can calculate, if you can optimize certain kinds of decisions and get maybe a 5% advantage, and those optimizations are made on every single decision you make, you are going to be light years ahead of someone who's just randomly doing stuff or whatever they feel like, right? And the ability to make these kinds of calculations will make it so that you will go farther. You will make more money. Every single decision will have a higher chance of being the correct one. And that really got me thinking about how that mathematical foundation, I don't know any of it. Like, I was pretty good at math at school, but statistics was the one class when I was going to college that I really just didn't understand. Most of it went over my head. I think it might have been because I was just so uninterested in school at that point. I don't know, but problems like that is a statistical problem. It's a stats problem. And I don't have the tools to solve problems like that. The only way I could solve it is really just to guess, right? Or to use my feelings and intuitions, which, as we've seen throughout these months, is probably wrong. So I definitely want to learn that. So in my schedule, I have an allowance for, like I said, 30 minutes of research. Actually, I have it perfectly for Brilliant. Like you've probably seen ads for Brilliant. I bought the subscription a little while back and I haven't used it, but I wanted to use it for some reason. And I think I found my my subject stats. I want to learn it. I want to understand how to weigh unknowns and make the best possible decision with limited information. That's stats. So yeah, that's cool. And hopefully that bleeds into everything else that I do, but that may be magical thinking. Probably, that's typically how I think. Anyway, that's what I was thinking about. As for what I got done today, I updated the game card. So there's cards that show up when you type in, let's say, Rocket League. All the games that kind of have the same wording or whatever show up, and they show up in these cards. The previous theme and the current theme, they kind of aren't matched. That's one of the things that I wasn't able to get done yesterday. And the computer cards. Also, I made it so that notifications, I fixed quite a few bugs with notifications. Made it so that when there is a new notification, it makes there's a little ping by it that does a really cool animation. It pings, and it also makes a sound, so you know. And I added different levels of elevation for those notifications. So there may be some notifications that are just like maintenance stuff, like, hey, your computer hosting period ended, or hey, it started, or hey, something weird's going on, just like that. And then there's elevated ones where it's like, hey, someone wants to connect to your computer right now. And those elevated ones are the ones that you also get an email for. So that's cool. Like I said, sounds. What else? This isn't everything. I also made it so that on the side of the computer cards, there is now a ping for that. So you know the status of those. I also, I changed the cards. What else? Darn. What else did I do? I literally worked for 3.5 hours, pure uninterrupted time using that Pomodoro technique. So just nothing around me, total focus for 3.5 hours. I have 30 more minutes. I still have to work up to the 6 hours of total complete focus. But what did I did more. What else did I do? I did way more. It was completely focused. What else did I do? I don't know. Okay, this is starting to become a little bit of a problem. Because I'm doing stuff, but I'm forgetting what I'm doing. That's really weird. Okay. All right. I know there was a lot of bug fixes. Well, okay, so what I'm going to do is whenever I program and I finish something, I'm going to write down what I actually did so I can keep a log of what did I actually do in the day. So instead of me just trying to remember what I did, I'm going to actually write it down, and I can read that for you all and for myself, so I know actually how much progress. So right now I know how much time I've spent, and now I'll know exactly what I actually did. So that's a change that I'm going to make for tomorrow. But yeah, today was a great day. I got a lot of work done. Got some good thinking in. Practice my piano. I did not exercise today. I was supposed to go to the park and do my my every other day run. I did not do that today. It's weird. I'm feeling like there's not enough days or hours in a day, but somewhere in there I'm wasting a lot of time. I gotta be more mindful about the clock. Anyway, that's really it. Thank you all so much for watching. This is 10X Generation, and this is my road to $1 billion. I make these videos every single day, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.